Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Up D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
What it is, Duke City. Welcome to the program. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal. And no intro. We are coming in hot. I think TJ next door might need some headphones. Do we have an extra pair somewhere? Okay. So while you're checking it out, I definitely need your commentary on this right now. But breaking news. Bum, 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 bum. Antonio Brown is currently, right now, in real time, in a police standoff with Tampa Bay police. Reports are breaking right now. I think all this information started leaking really in like the past half hour. But an arrest warrant was issued for Antonio Brown literally yesterday. And then Tampa police go looking for Antonio Brown, deliver the arrest warrant to his home in Tampa, and he barricades himself in his home, and he is refusing to leave. So I know you thought we're going to start with Kanye today, Robert. We are not. We're going to a maybe crazier, who knows, cousin Antonio. Sure. So allegedly, this is all alleged, of course, don't want to get sued for libel out here. So allegedly, Brown got into a verbal argument Monday at a neighbor's home, and he ended up throwing his shoe at a woman whom he locked out of the residence. And okay, this is just bonkers. Apparently, I don't know if it's a jilted lover thing, but apparently he threw somebody out into the street, and then they started throwing his stuff, and it was a whole fracas, and she filed battery charges against Antonio Brown. A arrest warrant was issued on Monday, and then today they are coming for Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has barricaded himself in his home and is refusing to come out. Oh my God, that's so good. Him and Kanye are like dueling pianos. Like they're just trying to outplay each other at every single turn. This is a next level epic rap battle of history of craziness. These guys are just trying to top each other every day. Oh, he doesn't have a shirt on. Yeah. He took apparently a shoe either. Reports are still coming out about the event on Monday, but apparently he threw a shoe at a lady and hit a lady. She filed charges against him. Police issue an arrest warrant, and they're showing up to execute the arrest warrant right now in real time in Tampa, Florida. I'll keep you updated all day because I am on the edge of my seat. I love this so much. Are you finding anything else about the incident? Antonio, Kanye needs you. Get out here. Yeah. You are so talented. You should be at least any team in the league's number 2 receiver at worst. He's probably still a number 1 if he's not a mental case. His agent, his publicist, his marketing team are just like, God damn it, Antonio. What are you doing now? You're barricading yourself in a house for a simple battery charge? What do you think is going to happen, Antonio Brown? Like, if he doesn't barricade himself, he doesn't evade police, he doesn't resist arrest, he's just going to go down to the station, get charged, get immediately released, go to court, get slapped on the wrist like he always does. But now he had to go full Antonio and lock himself in the house. Exactly. By the way, if you're joining us on Facebook Live, you might get a kick out of my name, Vantonio Brown. You're listening to Men On. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. As always, we start our days at the YMCA. Lunch, well, that's at 66 Diner, my friends. Mondays for the boys, Monday Night Football at Howie's Sports Page. And the weekends, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Yeah. It kept him from going insane from like a 6-month period. Sure. Yes. Kept it. Yeah. Tom Brady kept him from going insane, number 1. That's an accomplishment all in itself. Babysat him, kept him from doing anything stupid, kept his mind in the game, kept him on the football field, won a Super Bowl, and then the second that's over, he goes bonkers. Tom Brady is the GOAT for multiple reasons. When he retires, he's going to be the best sportscaster. He already makes the best avocado milkshake. He's the best UGG spokesperson. He's the best at bagging models. We don't even got to talk about his prowess on the field. He's going to be he's aging in reverse. Yeah. I am going to bring up his face a lot. What is going on with his face? I know you're not into the Illuminati lizard people stuff like Kanye's buddy Alex Jones is, but this is like proof to me that like he's unable to control his lizard, keeps him looking like a human, and it's like sucking his face in and he can't do anything about it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Who's done this before? Is this unprecedented? Is there like a giant time frame in between OJ and Antonio Brown? Is this it? Considered the best receiver in all of football for what, 5 straight years, something like that? Yes, unfortunately. He is. He's a Hall of Fame receiver already. What is he? Give a yellow straitjacket. I think he was an all-pro every single year he played. So from 11 to 18, he was only not a Pro Bowl or All-Pro 1 year. So 7 out of 8 years, he's either Pro Bowler or All Pro. Yes. Offensive Player of the Year votes 3 years. That's Hall of Fame. A shade under 1,000 receptions, a shade over 12,000 yards, 83 tutties. Oh, please do. Okay. Her ponytail? It didn't even actually hit her? We might be slightly overestimating his NFL stats. He's 24th all time in touchdowns. Top 20 in receptions. That's still good enough, right? Top 20 all time. Only one active player with more touchdowns than him, Devontae Adams. Okay. Andre Rison, Urban Fryer, Mark Clayton, Hines Ward, Jimmy Graham, Andre Reed, Don Maynard, Isaac Bruce, Rob Gronkowski, Steve Largent, Tim Brown, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates. Yeah, the top 12 are Hall of Fame. No, hold on. Top 16 are Hall of Fame. Jimmy Graham will be in the Hall of Fame. Hines Ward will be in the Hall of Fame. So there's only 3 people ahead of him not in the Hall of Fame. I mean, correct. Yeah. It's too. A whole Netflix series on just Antonio. Over 100 receptions 6 times. Over 1,000 yards 7 times. Over 10 touchdowns 5 times. No. Bonkers. When we get back, more Antonio Brown updates. And I got a cool little story from the World Cup. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
All your favorite Christmas classics and holiday favorites, Magic 99.5 is playing them right now.
Magic 99.5, Albuquerque's home for the holidays. All your holiday favorites all the time. Albuquerque's home for the holidays.
The traffic right now, we are starting to see the slow down. Southbound I-25, those are going to start around those cities. They'll last until the 20th, pretty typical for this time of the afternoon. Also, southbound 4s as you approach Montano, moving a bit slow. I-40 looking good in both directions, so are you river crossings.
Come to Crystal Cave Indoor Holiday Carnival's Winter Wonderland. Open Wednesday through Sundays from 4 to 8. Located 4600 Bogan Avenue Northeast. Dragon's Winter Wonderland. Reserve tickets at holdmyticket.com/event/404521. Brought to you in part by Gateway Financial.
This report brought to you by Gateway Insurance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Have you figured out how to stream Thursday Night Football yet? We're still here, just being your home for the NFL. No big deal.
Now the snap. Josh wants to throw. Scans the end zone. Fires it in. Going to be right up. And he's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Buffalo tries to unseat the Pats in Foxborough.
Pass left, slant right, sideline to the 40, to the 50, to the left, up to the 25, beats the corner to the 35-30.
This is your home for Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night football. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
It's the holiday season. You're wondering what to get for everyone else. Don't forget to take care of you. It's Jeff Symbieta. Make sure you are on your holiday list. Feel better. Look better. Call New Mail. Are you experiencing hair loss? Dealing with thinning hair? Men, ladies, give New Mail a call. They utilize state-of-the-art, clinically proven ways to regrow your hair. Their professionals will walk you through the options. Then you get to choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy. It uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. They have an FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser that is proven to regrow hair. They have NeoGraft hair transplants, produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Men, ladies, call Numale at 505-652-1688 or online at numale.com. Treat yourself this holiday season. Look better, feel better. Call Numale at 505-652-1688 or visit them online at numale.com.
Main wreckage on the south side of the tracks. Report of male driver late 20s, severe injuries.
Copy that. Can you see the vehicle?
It's way up there. I heard a witness say the stop arm was down, but he tried to use the train anyway.
Too many drivers are killed crossing railroad tracks, even though they know a train is approaching. What they don't know is, even after it breaks, the train can take up to a mile to stop.
Requesting ambulance stretcher to show the press victim back to the road. Copy.
Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Attorney Kevin Rowe. After you've been hurt in a car wreck, you wouldn't want to settle for getting half your car fixed. So why would you settle for getting half a check? The insurance companies have teams of adjusters and lawyers, and their sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your case. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't be a victim twice. Call us at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014. Come armchair quarterback with the evening drive. Weekday morning starting at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. Okay. All right. I like that one too. You're listening to 2 Men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. We just jumped into the Antonio Brown story and didn't really, introduce anything. So, hi, my name is Van. And you're Robert. And our third, Fred, is not here. Fred is on vacation. Forgot to mention that because I was just so enamored by this Antonio Brown standoff that's happening right now as we speak, which we'll be giving you updates throughout the show. And obviously touching on your other favorite sports and sports adjacent topics of the day. Fred's on vacation. Wish him well. Already getting shot out from the peanut gallery. So I'll drop one for you real quick. Fred's not here. So Fredless Thursday. I'm going to be a Fredless Friday. Lucky for you, you got me and Robert Buck D. Gibson holding it down. And Antonio Brown just dropping them gems. I love it so much. Literal standoff with Antonio Brown going down right now. Some history was made today, Robert. For the first time in the history of the FIFA World Cup, an all-female crew refereed the Men's World Cup match. Sure. Yeah, it didn't make them wear headscarves or anything weird either. So let's see where to go here. Stephanie Frappert, Nueza Back, and Karen Diaz refereed the Germany-Costa Rica game, which Germany won 4-2, but Germany still got eliminated. So they're big time, and they choked 2 World Cups in a row. So Kanye's favorite World Cup team is not going again. Yeah, I agree completely. So there's 6 total out of the 100 or so, 6 women total out of the 100 referees for the World Cup. Also, from the USA, go Katie Nesbitt. Katie Nesbitt was the first American woman to officiate at a men's FIFA World Cup. So we got a little sprinkle of new stuff here, and the United States too. Right. But hey, here we are. Took a while. Took a while, but here we are. Good for them. Now here come the jokes. Hard segue. Hard segue right there. As you just hear the whistle. Brazilian soccer player throws his hands up. What? What did I do? Nothing. I don't want to talk about it. But you blew the whistle. You have to give me a penalty. Oh, you're going to tell me what to do now? Is that what we're doing here? You're going to tell me what to do? One of us has a whistle. One of us do not have a whistle. That one is you. We got France's Stephanie Frappert, Brazil's Nueza Back, and Mexico's Karen Diaz. That's a lot of attitude. France, Brazil, and Mexico. I mean, that's probably for the best, right? Instead of some over testosterone athlete like running around, like just all the adrenaline and fury pumping through him, sees a guy call a penalty on him, just runs up to him and starts yelling at him. You see it every game. It happens every match. Yeah, they get tackled and get a penalty and run up and like about to start screaming, and like they see, sweet little Stephanie Frappert, and they're like, you know what? You're like, ma'am, I respectfully disagree. Oh my God. Sure. And the first soccer player to like get a red card from a female ref, that's going to be legendary. I would love to see that. I can't wait to see that. A lot of yellow cards are given out today, no red cards. Even though all the news stories, yeah, they're gonna continue to do more. As all of the headlines are all female crew, there was a 4th referee and it was a dude. So I mean, it's not all female. Like that's kind of messed up. They didn't trust them all the way. From the chat, Robert Gibson, your mic isn't working. Your mic is working great over here on the radio side. Maybe it's just the Facebook side. Or maybe I'm just talking too much and not letting you talk enough. Is that it? Yeah, so they even had to have one dude. Like they having this groundbreaking historical moment for the history of soccer, for the history of women's empowerment, and they still had to have one guy there. Like they couldn't trust him all the way. Yes, that's exactly what it is. They're touting it as the first all-female crew with one dude though. Just one guy. Yes. Where do you think they decided to eat after the match? Oh man, I hope the guy drove. I think we just lost our last 6 female listeners. It will very soon. Now let's see if we're getting it already. There we go. Okay, no hate mail yet, so we're good to go. We're good. But I think it's absolutely epic that this got to happen, and like you said, in the place it is. And correct. Either one. Sure. From Qatar. I bet it was epic for everyone else around the world. He treats women with dignity and respect. Doesn't use this story to make cliched male-female jokes. Right. Yeah, if it wasn't about, the FIFA disgrace, taking bribes, like everyone getting paid off, the weird rules in Qatar with alcohol and openly practicing religions, and how they're treating women, the friggin' slavery, the slaves and migrant workers being killed. Like there's so many stories that are not allowing football to be the main story. Yeah, I know we touched on this a little bit, before on the program, but come on. Qatar's government saying 400. What's the real number? And still, 400 is a lot. That's a lot of dead people. Yes, and that's the absolute minimum that they're willing to admit to. And some news stations or some new reporting agencies are saying over 20,000. That's a big spread in between 400 and 20,000. Oh, God. What do we win? All their oil? Yeah. I haven't seen that yet. How much did they touch on, like, the bribes and corruption for this World Cup? That's what it's all about. Oh, wow. And there's some great stories. I mean, there's some countries sneaking into the round of 16 that shouldn't be there. There's some powerhouses didn't make it. Like it's crazy. Like Messi, have you seen the Argentina games? There's people from all over the world who are Argentina fans just because of Messi. It's bonkers. And all we're talking about is scandal after scandal. We should. Well, no. I mean, all the on the field stuff you can separate. Like hopefully the world, and especially FIFA and like worldwide sporting agencies, learn something from this World Cup. some kind of lessons learned, some changes made to the corruption in the future, I can separate that and be like, okay, the play on the field, that's one thing, because they're representing the country. Like all the pride that you have for your country, where you came from, where you grew up, et cetera, all that behind you, you know your whole country is cheering for you, unless you have Messi on your team and then they're cheering for him. Okay. Yes. Oh God, that'd be great. That would be amazing. You finally get to the Final Four, and like the games will not be played today because special Russia versus Ukraine match. Get out your popcorn. Here comes North Korea with the steel chair. Yeah, like at the very last moment, they kick one of the teams out of the finals. They're like, Qatar is going to play in the finals. I love this so much. More sports and sports adjacent content when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the sports animal.
Report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The rumors are true.
Brittany Griner is absolutely hilarious, dude. You got me rolling.
So if you've been craving those golden fries with their Mexican spices and that warm nacho cheese sauce to dip them in, go to Taco Bell and order some today. Contact store for participation requirements.
In traffic right now, we are dealing with some slowdown southbound on I-25. Those historical ground with seasonal actions in the roadway. Also, course southbound as you approach Montana, it's moving a bit slow as well. I-40 still looking good in both directions here in the city, and I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe was moving at the speed of both directions as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Albuquerque's home for the Denver Broncos. Throw to Eckler, deflected and intercepted. Passer 10 down the west sideline. This may be a house call. 20, 16, 10, 5, touchdown, Denver. A struggling Broncos team heads to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. 70 yards. This Sunday, it's an 11 a.m. kickoff. Ward off the left side of Gordon to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. Hear every Broncos game on Albuquerque's home for the NFL. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Stop it. Stop! I never want to see another turkey in my life. I mean, 4 days of turkey and turkey-infused leftovers? People were better than this. My wife's already out looking for holiday hams. I say enough. I'm going to call Cello Grill, and we're putting a stop to this madness right now. They have a menu full of healthy food that doesn't even rhyme with turkey. Gyros served on pita bread, topped with parsley, chopped shirazi, and tomatoes, with a side of pepperoncini and cucumber yogurt. Plus, every Wednesday, gyros are half off, and you don't need to take a nap after you eat it. When you buy a $25 gift card, you get an extra $5. And you can have Cello cater your holiday party this year. I promise you, that's what we're doing. Even better, Cello Grill's this week's sweet deal. Visit this station's website Friday at 9 a.m. Get a $50 gift certificate to Cello Grill for just $25. Cello Grill on Cutler off San Mateo, just north of I-40, or at CHELLOGrill.com. Go ahead, fly. Be free, my little feathered friend. All right, turkeys don't fly. I knew that.
Did you know that this one was like the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on the mortgage. And as always, be sure to include the trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage. NMLS 1962 and 188.
Where do holiday happenings take over every aisle? Lowe's, actually. Experience the magic of Winterfest at Lowe's and save on gifts like a Craftsman 243-piece mechanics tool set valued at over $600 if purchased separately. Now for $99.
Just announced New Mexico State Aggies are bowl eligible. We'll come back with that real quick.
Winterfest at Lowe's. Home to any possibility. Offer valid through 12/7 while supplies last.
The holidays are here. Achieve gifting greatness when you give perfectly aged, tender, delicious Omaha steaks. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have curated special gift packages to take the guesswork out of gifting and make you a holiday hero. At omahasteaks.com, use code SIZZLE at checkout for $30 off your order. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship, so shop early and beat the rush. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use code SIZZLE at checkout to get that extra $30 off. Minimum order may be required.
Are you ready for winter? An aged radiant heat system is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacement, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions to keep your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs.
I think these girls out here on Tinder want some Christmas presents.
Get it done with Daniels.
Yes. No, I already know that.
Vienna and JJ Bond. Wake up with the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Ooh, okay. Hey, girl. Welcome back to the program. Listen to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. You probably knew that already, but legally obligated to tell you. You're welcome. More breaking news. This time it's not Antonio Brown. For the second time in 61 years, your New Mexico State Aggie football team is bowl eligible. LFG. Congratulations. Yay. Congratulations, boys. I'm proud of you. And that is such a New Mexico State thing to do. The Lobos had one of the biggest wins in their program's history yesterday. And then today, the Lobo football becomes bowl eligible. That's how good the rivalry is. And one of the biggest days in Lobo basketball history, the very next day, the Aggies become bowl eligible when they weren't supposed to win a game all year. Go Aggies. You got the Aggie fight song queued up, Robert? Should we play that real quick? We're losing enough fans. Well, congratulations, Aggie Nation. I hope somebody picks you up. Because there's only so many 6-win teams out there in the world. All right, baby. You think they're going to end up here? New Mexico Bowl? Oh. You got to play here anyways? You got to play here anyways every other year that you finally get into a bowl, and it's got to be the most hated place on earth for you and your players? That's hilarious. So this big turnaround that we expected for the Lobos is going down in LC. Who we got, Robert? I didn't hear you, cut out a little bit. Oh, OG friend of the show, Leonardo. What's happening, Lenny? That's not going to get you to a bowl. And the under? Lenny, you have strong feelings on this issue, as you often do. It is, let me tell you, significantly easier to turn around a basketball program than it is a football program. That is correct. Yeah. Yeah, I say give him 5. I think we need 2 more years to see what he's capable of. That's just me. That is not. He had the COVID year. He inherited a mess. It takes longer to turn around a football program. I think we should. Well, I think by year 4, those are your players. When you finally got upperclassmen, I wouldn't trust a bunch of sophomores to lead my team to success. Right. Well, yeah, I'm a believer in Coach G, and you know that we're a big Coach G house over here. I think sure, that's what this is for. Lenny, I am like that the second I get off of air. That's pretty bad as well. Well, Lenny, let me hit you with one more point for the Lobo football program. I think what's going to hinge on their success the next couple years is rounding up some local NIL money. Because if they don't have any money to pay these elite players and get some talent out here, then they're going to be forced to take second and third rate talent, and then there won't be any improvement. So I think that's tons, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need the support of the community. We're gonna need the support. I mean, I know there's friend of the show, Scott Cregan, from Graphic Connection. He's out there. He's out there helping. Yeah. Oh man, me personally, I'm a poor person, but I know you're speaking speaking metaphorically. Okay. Yeah. Lenny, hit us with your hot take for the Lakers, and we're going to go to commercial, and we'll rap about it next segment. Ooh, that's a hot take. All right, we're going to hit that when we get back. Lenny, thanks for the call. Thanks for being a friend of the show. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Is sponsored by Pfizer. When temperatures drop, COVID-19 cases may rise. So if you test positive and are at high risk, act fast. Even if your symptoms feel mild, ask your provider if an authorized oral treatment could be right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Well, traffic right now, we've got those slowdowns southbound on I-25 between Osuna and McCoven. Be careful there. Westbound Paseo, we're seeing more and more congestion now as you approach the river. And of course, southbound near Montano, feeling some slowdowns there as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. Now we are counting down to the biggest game for the U.S. in 8 years on Saturday against the Netherlands. Question is, what is the status of superstar Christian Pulisic? The man also told the media, quote, doing everything in my power to be able to be out there on the field Saturday, end of quote. Good news. The Team USA is the underdog against the Netherlands. They are no joke. I'm Jim Rome.
Telling it like it is.
But end of the first half, Twitter freaked out because Kyler Murray came over and barked at his head coach, calm the F down. Folks, it's live sports. Actors get 20 takes. Sports is live. It's one take. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. And I'm okay with it.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Don't risk getting stranded with a bad battery. Our professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery does need to be replaced, we'll help you find the best battery for your vehicle and your budget. Don't wait until your battery is dead. Get it tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, hello, and Joe C. What's up? 3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new life with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect and support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Yeah, I got like 20 mega hottie Tinder matches in like the past 2 days. And I'm like, it's Christmas present season, baby. Yes.
Experience the magic of Winterfest at Lowe's and save on gifts like a Craftsman 243-piece mechanics tool set valued at over $600 if purchased separately, now for only $99. Give the gift of tech this season with a Ring Video doorbell at an everyday low price of $99.99. Explore the festivities of Winterfest at Lowe's, home to any possibility. Offer valid through 12/7 while supplies last.
The holidays are here. Achieve gifting greatness when you give perfectly aged, tender, delicious Omaha steaks. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have curated special gift packages to take the guesswork out of gifting and make you a holiday hero. At omahasteaks.com, use code SIZZLE at checkout for $30 off your order. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship, so shop early and beat the rush. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use code SIZZLE at checkout to get that extra $30 off. Minimum order may be required.
Hey guys, this is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you. None of y'all told me that Auto Trader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I wasn't smiling. No one told me that with Auto Trader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home, or that I could shop by price on Auto Trader. No one. Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. Auto Trader.
People who come to cricket stay with cricket. Why is that? Well, if you ask someone with one of the latest and greatest phones from cricket, they might tell you it's because of the amazing phones, like the new iPhone 14 that lets you capture stunning photos in low and bright light. Plus, they'd probably tell you about the fast nationwide 5G included with all plans that lets you stream, text, talk, and more on 5G speeds. Yeah, they might mention something like that. Smile, you're on cricket.
Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. Fees, terms, and other restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com.
Don't just friggin' sit there. Get in the game now at 888-922-0610.
My headphone cord got caught on my chair. It's not always smooth sailing here. KNML Studios. I think I hurt my neck now. Threw my headphones on. I didn't see my cord was caught in my chair. I moved my chair up and my neck jerked to the side. I go to the chiropractor tomorrow from a radio injury. Okay, that's what it was, Van. What did you tell me last time, Van? Can't say that out loud. Update in the Antonio Brown standoff. The update is there is no update. There are conflicting reports right now. And answer your question on the text line, Derek. What's going on with Antonio? And I told you I'd be giving you updates all day. So there is no change, allegedly. But there are conflicting reports, Robert. To clear up some misinformation, there isn't a police standoff at Antonio Brown's house. Police are trying to serve him, but they can't find him. That I don't believe. They were as recently as 3:30 today outside of his house with a megaphone yelling at him to come out. He has a cell phone. You could probably ask Kanye to track him on Snapchat. You could easily find him. Just talking to nobody? That I doubt. Hey, hold on. We are talking about police in Florida, though. No offense to the wonderful people who protect us in our community. It's Florida. It's Florida. Yes. They're used to dealing with Florida man. Yes. Antonio Brown is... Have you ever Have you ever typed in your birthday in Florida, man? Isn't that the funnest game to play? It's the gift that keeps on giving. So this Laker thing, I know we're up against it, but so this Laker thing, it's bad. And it is literally LeBron's fault for getting rid of all of the good role players on the team and then bringing in the ghost of Russell Westbrook. But you got to just lean into it and ride with it now, right? For allowing LeBron to do that. Good point. I mean, Anthony Davis is like almost untradeable, right? I think LeBron, no matter what, only has this year and next year on the Lakers. Number one, that's when his contract's up. Number two, that's when Bronny is going to be in the league. And while from what I've seen, I don't think Bronny is a perennial all-star game changer, but he's good enough to be in the friggin' NBA. So he's going to get drafted for sure. Yeah. And whoever drafts Bronny, you get LeBron with him. And LeBron's still LeBron. You know how good he is? He's still so good. He's older. Sure. He's not as dynamic. Sure. He chunks up a few too many threes sometimes. Sure. But he's still LeBron James. At worst, top 10 player in the NBA. Probably right around number 5. He's still LeBron. But you know this is a big 3 league. You need 3 studs. You need 3 superstars. You either need 3 superstars or you need 2 superstars and some fantastic role players. Lakers don't have that. Russell Westbrook's not that guy anymore. And in the playoffs and in team playoff basketball, he's never been that guy. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt, but he's never won. Friend of the show, Joel Luevino. LeBron's entering the Vince Carter years. No. Yeah, he's still a stud. He's still a top 5, worst case scenario, top 10 guy. Antonio Brown, still in a standoff with police, has not been arrested yet. We're talking Kanye when we get back. You're listening to 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Just on Paseo, we're seeing more and more congestion now as you approach the river, and that course outbound near Montgomery.
Yeah, Jerry Jones down, didn't you?
5:15. Yeah.
Pfizer. When temperatures drop, COVID-19 cases may rise. So if you test positive and are at high risk, act fast. Even if your symptoms feel mild, ask your provider if an authorized oral treatment could be right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Seems like every single week is a bad week now for Russell Wilson, but somehow this week has been especially tough for Chris. Because the week started with his teammate Mike Purcell going viral for screaming in his face during Denver's latest hideous pathetic loss, this time to Carolina. So it was not exactly shocking when Tom Pelissero reported this week that Commander Fringe has, quote, lost some people in that locker room, end of quote. No. Really? You mean the Bronco locker room does not appreciate hearing this country? That's right. Every 40 seconds since training camp started, they're not impressed with his 8 TDs in 10 games and his under 60% completion percentage? Of course he has lost some people in the locker room. He looks completely washed and utterly cringy every time he opens his mouth.
Hey, sports fans, this
Is yours? Roberts.
Oh,
Thanks, man. No, thank you.
Last 3 weeks documented 6-1. That
That's 85% winners. I'm red hot. Tonight, Buffalo, New England is huge against the spread. Get yours free on a recorded message. Call 1-800-244-5506. Hoops action, Creighton, Texas against the spread. NBA, free recorded message. 1-800-244-5506. I love the Sweet the Four Thursday nights. Call now, get 7 days of my top plays absolutely free. Recorded message 1-800-244-5506. I love to go 5-0 Thursdays. 5-0 Thursdays. Call 1-800-244-5506. That's 1-800-244-5506. Buffalo, New England. 5-0 Thursdays. Call now. 1-800-244-5506. Or go to JohnAnthonySports.com.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
As a police officer, I've seen things that most people don't see. The wrecked vehicles, the carnage, the blood, the bodies, the shattered lives. But the worst is the look on the face of a wife, a mother, when I have to tell them their loved one is dead because of a drunk driving crash. That's the reason I'm working to help end DWI.
Message brought to you by NMGOG. 8240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque.
The Sports Animal. Proud to be a key media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the Sports Animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on. Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
One hour in the books, 1 hour to go. Turn it over to Westwood One and Thursday night football at 6 o'clock. Antonio Brown standoff continues. We'll keep you updated. The Kanye West insane off also continues. And we're going to hit on that for a little bit right now. I know we do sports and sports adjacent here. This isn't exactly sports adjacent, but this is the biggest story in the friggin' world right now. If you haven't heard, Kanye West, who for weeks and months now has been making anti-Semitic comments, has been culturally insensitive at best, turned to a full-blown Nazi sympathizer and Hitler apologist today. In all places, the Alex Jones show. When you sit next to Alex Jones and he is the sane, reasonable one, you are off your rocker. Alex Jones tried to do him a favor. Alex Jones, let me see if I got to find the exact quote. Okay. Alex Jones said, "You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi, so you don't deserve to be demonized." Tried to give Kanye an opportunity. He said, "No." I said, "No. Oh, I love Hitler. I am a Nazi. They did some good things." Hitler did some good things. And he said, and he went on to say, Hitler, how can you say you didn't do anything good? Hitler built the highways. Hitler built the microphone that I've built my career on. First, Kanye has already admitted that he doesn't read and doesn't read books. So probably Kanye told Kanye this, right? He just makes this stuff up. And I'm assuming, I'm making a logical leap here, but I'm assuming Kanye is talking about the German Autobahn, and he's talking about Sennheiser microphones because I got a German sounding name. A 100%. This is to get views. This is to get clicks. This is to sell advertisement, and they're using his sensationalist, provocateur language. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. It's like a little kid who's upset with his parents and they say the craziest stuff in public just to get attention. Yes, it's obviously mental illness. Yes. This is bipolar schizophrenia. This is manic depressive stuff right here. Allegedly. Okay. Not in the field anymore. Got a microphone in my face. Nothing. He's one of those people who thinks he's always the smartest person in the room. Let me look this up. Hold on one second. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. I don't want to mess it up and explain it. The Dunning-Kruger effect occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skills in a certain area cause them to overestimate their own competence. So that is like, Kanye is like the perfect example of the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less they know and the more they lean into it, the more confident they are in their incorrectness. He just said Hitler invented highways and microphones. What? No, what did I miss? Okay. Wow. There's so much insanity that part gets buried. Okay, so is he saying that there hasn't been a black president, or is he saying Bill Clinton was the first black president? Which one is it? What the hell is he talking about? Oh my God. Oh, good point. Hey, and this is like 48 hours after the divorce settlement with Kim Kardashian was finalized, and he figured out he's got to pay $200,000 a month for his 4 kids. Yeah. Maybe the judge was Jewish or something, and it made it even worse for him, so he leaned into it harder. Sure, Jewish conspiracy against his child support. You know what this sounds like? This Nazi praising stuff? There's good people on both sides. Yes. I'll tell you what, I don't think any of this stuff is why Trump doesn't mess with him anymore. I guarantee you why Trump doesn't mess with them anymore is because Kanye asked him to be his vice president. And to make it even worse, he is wearing a stupid face mask, like a ski mask without eye, nose, and mouth holes. An absolute idiot. I mean, his voice. His voice and the same things he's been saying for months now. You know what he's trying to do? Sabotage himself. Because if he goes broke and he doesn't have all that money anymore, he ain't got to pay child support payments. This is the long con, baby. Alex Jones, the guy who said the Sandy Hook's shooting was a false flag, never happened. That same guy. The same guy who thinks the government is turning the frogs gay by putting fluoride in the water. That same guy was the voice of reason. Hey, this is real life South Park. This is something that South Park or some other cartoon would just invent to make fun of him. Like something that he would say, like an episode of a cartoon just to make fun of him, to show how insane he is. But no, this isn't South Park. This isn't Black Mirror. This is real life. I always joke that, like, Hitler's like the worst person in the history of the universe. He's got a little bit of competition, but he's the easy answer for worst person in human history. And we have this guy, also from an oppressed, marginalized culture, being a Nazi and Hitler apologist. It blows my mind. Like, the joke is Hitler wasn't that bad. Like, he even loved his dogs, right? But no, he's like, he built highways. He invented microphones. Like, what are you talking about? Not everything the Nazis did were bad. But here we are talking about it again, Robert. He says something out loud and like, there's no way he can top this. And then here we go. A lot of things rhyme with Pol Pot. Yeah, that'd be a good one. A lot of things rhyme with Nazi. He went hardcore Christian for a while and he made that Christian album. Does this mean he's going to go hardcore Nazi and make like a Nazi album? Even Hitler. He's just a provocateur. Thank you. Yes, and we're going right from this one to another crazy storyline. I'm just going to softball it into you and let you take over. More 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
And business outlook when you need local answers. The most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
Well, traffic right now, we've got slowdowns westbound on Paseo. They're going to start at Jefferson, the last couple of quarters. Southbound on I-25, that's moving slow right now between the and Montgomery. There's big congestion right now westbound on I-40. That's going to start at Junction. See an accident, call the traffic tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee what we love. I'm Michael Taylor from the free News Radio KQO News Traffic.
Have you figured out how to stream Thursday Night Football yet? We're still here, just being your home for the NFL. No big deal.
Now the snap. Josh wants to throw. Scans the end zone. Fires an angle. Got a man right up, and it is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Buffalo tries to unseat the Pats in Foxborough.
Jab left, grab right down the sideline, to the 40, to the 50, to the left side, to the 45, beats the punter to the 35-30. Touchdown! No!
This
is your home for Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night football. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Are you sick and tired of living with that constant pain in your knees and back? You know, joint pain doesn't just keep you from doing what you love. It affects your job, your relationships, even simple things like getting dressed. It's Jeff Symbieta, and it's time to call QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics uses advanced regenerative medicine to restore and repair damaged joint tissue, giving you your life back. Hips, shoulders, elbows, they can all be treated with natural biologics from your own body. Powerful healing agents, highly concentrated. So if you're tired of steroid shots don't work, or if you're trying to avoid surgery, call QC Kinetics now to schedule your free consultation. Learn about these exciting new cutting-edge treatments for pain caused by arthritis or injury. No drugs, no meds, no downtime. This is an all-natural treatment that can get you lasting relief. People are raving about the results. Appointments are available for this coming week. Call now at 505-226-8688. 505-226-8688. QC Kinetics at 505-226-8688.
Stop it. Stop! I never want to see another turkey in my life. I mean, 4 days of turkey and turkey-infused leftovers? People were better than this. My wife's already out looking for holiday hams. I say enough. I'm going to call Cello Grill, and we're putting a stop to this madness right now. They have a menu full of healthy food that doesn't even rhyme with turkey. Gyros served on pita bread, topped with parsley, chopped Shirazi and tomatoes, with a side of pepperoncini and cucumber yogurt, plus every Wednesday.
I saw the best turkey leftover recipe on the gram today, and I'm mad at myself. I never thought of it. You make turkey ramen.
Dude, that's what we're doing. Even better. Yeah. This week's sweet deal. Cello Grill for just $25. Cello Grill on Cutler off San Mateo, just north of I-40, or at CHELLOGrill.com. Go ahead, fly. Be free, my little feathered friend. Right, turkeys don't fly. I knew that.
Your Lobo men's basketball team is at home Saturday, December 10th at 2 p.m. versus UTSA, sponsored by New Mexico Bank and Trust. Come enjoy a night of college basketball in the pit. Tickets are as low as $15. This will be our annual toy drive game, and fans are encouraged to bring an unwrapped toy to the game to help a needy cause. That's December 10th versus UTSA. Visit golobos.com/tickets now. We are New Mexico, and this is Lobo basketball at the pit. We'll see you there.
Gotta be kidding me, dude. Jim in Rome. Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Welcome back to the program. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the sports animal. As always, we are live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. We start our days at the YMCA. Robert, me and you going to the YMCA next week? Let's do it. I'm getting back on my morning schedule. I got to do mornings again, man. I don't like this afternoon stuff. Come see me and Robert next week in the morning at the YMCA. How early we going? I could do 7. Is 7 good? All right, we'll do 7. Come see us at the YMCA. We do lunch at 66 Diner Mondays. That's for Monday Night Football at Howie's Sports Page. And the weekend, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Jerry Jones is going to need some Teller Vodka because this story came back.
He's a little racist, maybe.
Photo leaked of a young Jerry Jones, a sophomore in high school, North Little Rock, Arkansas. Shows him being an onlooker, basically a first row onlooker of some students and other local, AHs, I guess you could just call them, trying to block black students from entering their school. And there is a clear as day picture of Jerry Jones standing right behind the guys who are trying to stop the black students from entering their high school. And this is a bad look all around, obviously. And he's tried to explain away this picture a few times. It just reemerged into pop news media. But this has been around since they found it in 2010. So this isn't that new, but it's back in the news. And LeBron James had a little something to say about this. Did you see that? Sure. Over and over and over again. Questions every day. The report surfaced, the picture surfaced again about a week ago, yeah. We are in sports media. We're in sports entertainment, and I didn't even see this story until yesterday. Ah, okay. Right when the photo emerged again. Yeah, I remember 5, 6, 7, whatever years ago when the report first came out that he was there and the picture first came out. Yeah, it was a oral history project for the University of Arkansas showing, the happenings of Little Rock during this era, and somebody noticed him.
Sprinkle some crack on him, Johnson.
Yeah. Correct. Sure. LeBron James, quote, "I got one question for you guys before you leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't got a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that." And he goes on after that. Correct. Sure. He goes on to say, "I feel like as a black man, a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me, the whole Jerry Jones situation, photo, and I know it was years and years and years ago. We all make mistakes, but it seems like it's just been buried under like, oh, okay, it happened. And we just move on." Yes. Yeah. No. He even had Stephen A. Smith being an apologist for him. And so that was 65 years ago. He's a different person. Correct. And now that LeBron puts some heat on it, he will have to answer for it. He will. There will be a public statement soon. Dak Prescott was asked about it. Sure. So he gave a very political answer. Let's see here. Thinking about the growth we've had as a people, that's who I am. That's how I think. I mean, optimistic. A guy who's completely biracial, black and white. It's easy for me to speak on race on one side or the other, and I don't always. How do I say this? I don't know if I fully processed it all the way, honestly. Sure. Right. — 100%. In Jerry Jones' own defense, he says he was a young man that was curious about what was going on. He says his football coach even told him not to go over there, but he was curious. He said he was just an onlooker and not a participant. Yes, 100. Dak Prescott goes on. I mean, in the same sense, it's 65 years ago and how times have changed. I mean, look at the man's resume since then, right? As I said, give grace. That's a conversation not only for him, but for you guys and how you feel on how accountable you've been in covering and discussing the disparities and difference in race. Boom. That's it for me right there. I think Dak nailed it. Why are you asking me? Ask him, first off. But for you guys and how you feel on how accountable you've been in covering and discussing the disparities and differences in race. And I agree. Yeah, I agree. You have 100% have to be fair across the board. And how big of a name Jerry Jones is, like this should be story A number one. LeBron James and Dak Prescott shouldn't have to speak on it before it becomes an actual story. This should have been a story already. And he's kind of like a handsome young man too. Sure. Yeah. And those some of the most racist people I've ever seen in that picture. They just look racist. If like you tell a child to like draw what a racist would look like, it would end up being like these first four dudes in the picture. Racism for Dummies, they're on the cover. Right. And it's a different day. And obviously, you know, there's no social media, there's no Twitter, there's no cell phones in people's pockets. So we didn't know what a young Jerry Jones would have said or done in that situation. But he's not without fault. I mean, he's obviously has bones in his closet from all kinds of weird stuff throughout his years. But to me, he doesn't seem like the guy on the front line throwing rocks at black students, barring them from coming in. Oh, thank God I changed my trajectory. sure. Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, in Jera's defense, I do believe his story. At least I mostly believe his story.
And he's like, huh? What are these guys doing? Hey, that's not nice.
Oh yeah, right. Whoa.
Hey, you going quarterback for the Cowboys one day.
But still, I mean, back to the bigger point that LeBron is making. Why isn't this story number one? Why is there such a disparity in coverage of these issues? And why does it have to be LeBron James? Why does it have to be Dak Prescott? And it's not the man himself answering for this stuff. How about some sports when we get back, Robert? You're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
It is sponsored by Pfizer. When temperatures drop, COVID-19 cases may rise. So if you test positive and are at high risk, act fast. Even if your symptoms feel mild, ask your provider if an authorized oral treatment could be right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
We're taking a look at traffic right now. Southbound on I-25, we've got those slowdowns from Oceana to Montgomery. Be careful going through there. More and more congestion westbound to Paseo. That's going to start at Jefferson. We're going to Coors. I-40 westbound. Slowdowns between the interchange and Coors, and southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. That's going to be slow also.
This message is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
The famous Biscuit-Cheeto milkshake is back at Blake's Lottaburger. Enjoy the delicious taste of freshly made Biscuit-Cheetos blended with Blake's creamy vanilla milkshake. One more reason to visit Blake's Lottaburger this holiday season. Quantities are limited, so stop by and try the Blake's Biscuit-Cheeto milkshake today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. St. Peter's was everyone's darling last March, making a Cinderella run as a 15 seed. There's a new head coach and a lot of turnover after that success, but they could be in a good spot tonight at home against Mount St. Mary's. BetQL has St. Peter's -3 as a 5-star best bet. They think St. Peter's should be favored by double digits. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app.
Yeah, we're replacing the carpets too, so don't worry about that.
No fresh powder yet, but Dan's Ski Lodge has an avalanche of projects. It's a staff engineer to navigate a flurry of requests.
And all of those will be fully ADA accessible.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
O'Reilly. See the road ahead more clearly with Sylvania bulbs and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, purchase select Sylvania bulbs and get up to a $20 gift card after mail-in rebate, plus 2 times O-Rewards points. Replace your bulbs today and see better tonight. Let the professional parts people help you find the bulbs you need. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The only thing better than high quality is Golden Pride. Because when you take pride in doing something you love, you are sure to deliver the best quality in anything you do. That is why Golden Pride has been delivering some of the best barbecue, chicken, and ribs since 1972. And to top it off, they are also known for their award-winning burritos for the best tasting in town. With the variety they have, you are sure to taste the new Mexican experience. Golden Pride is also a proud supporter of our UNM Lobos.
Hi there, I'm your host, Dog, filling in for the human who's normally here, bringing you the smells and sounds of the holidays, courtesy of Beggin' Dog Treats.
We wish you a begging Christmas. We wish you a begging Christmas. For festy merry Doberman, let begging you acquire. Deck the halls with strips of begging.
Remember, for bacon-loving dog excitement this holiday,
It's begging!
Today on Hey Culligan, reverse to reduce. Here's Bob.
Hey, Culligan, I love fresh water, but I got plastic bottles coming out.
Whoa, Bob, you are not kidding about the bottles. But did you know Culligan's reverse osmosis and always-on drinking water systems provide fresh, clean, delicious drinking water and help reduce the equivalent of over 15 billion plastic bottles from landfills worldwide?
Holy, fresh, environmentally friendly drinking water. Am I right?
Right, Bob. And we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Are you suffering from chronic joint pain like Heather?
I have terrible arthritis and have had it for quite a while, and I've gone to all kinds of doctors trying to figure out what to do, and everybody just said surgery, and surgery was months of rehab, and I didn't want to do that.
But then Heather discovered QC Kinetics, local medical professionals who specialize in natural biologic treatments, non-invasive solutions designed to repair and restore damaged tissue in your joints. And she absolutely loves the results.
I like to tell anybody who's suffering that there are options that are not steroids, that are not surgery. You owe it to yourself to find out about QC Kinetics and find out what they can do for you.
No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Discover QC Kinetics and learn more about natural biologic treatments with lasting results.
Call QC Kinetics, 505-226-8688. That's 505-226-8688. Don't wait. Call today. QC Kinetics, 505-226-8688.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bob. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Walk hard, hard, down that long, winding road. I don't think it's the lyrics, but it sounds right. It sounds just like the Walk Hard song from Dewey Cox Story. I think that every time this comes on. I have no clue what it is. Hey, all-time underrated comedy, the Dewey Cox Story. Dude, that has one-liner after one-liner. It is hilarious. It's so funny. Everything's so quotable. And it holds up, too. I watched it I don't know, during COVID, like a year-ish ago, and it's still hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, you know Greg Cosell? He's a football talking head, a football family, been doing it forever. Threw some major shade on Von Miller and the Bills today. So the common talking point is, Von Miller is just an addition to the Bills. He's not the heart of the Bills or anything like that. He just makes them a little better. So someone else wouldn't have him. Hunting down Patty. That's an excellent point. And everyone picked the Bills this year. I picked the Bills to lose to Tom Brady and the Bucs. That's looking like a stupid pick on both parts. Oh, sure, yeah. That is pull a baseball playoffs instead of the favorites winning football every time. So the Bills are everyone's favorite pick. They're talented, but they got Josh Allen, right? Who's one of the best, if not the best around right now. Greg Cosell says, we've become so enamored with Allen as a talent. They don't have a good offensive line. They have one good wide receiver and a bunch of other guys. This is not a super talented offense. Same on the defense. Ouch. So I was thinking, after I saw this, I was thinking about it. And I was like, Josh Allen, I mean, that's the reason why everyone's picking the Bills. Like, they added Von Miller. They'll obviously have Stephon Diggs. Non-fantasy players, non-hardcore football junkies. Can you name one more player on this team? Yeah, I mean, I could. Yeah, I mean, Devin Singletary, Gabe Davis. There's a lot of. Yeah, but yeah, for non-hardcore fantasy guy, you don't know anybody else on this team because they don't have anybody else. This is a Josh Allen driven team. And I never thought of it like that. I just assumed that they were a good unit together. So I started going down this roster and looking at their Pro Football Focus grades. Greg Cosell is exactly right. This team is not as good as everyone thinks it is. He has to. When they have like a controlled pace of play, like when they stick with their game plan and have a balanced offense, they succeed. When Josh Allen runs around and tries to be Brett Favre without all the interceptions, he ends up being Brett Favre with the interceptions. You could basically say all of the Bills' losses this year are on Josh Allen. And kid, it's not necessarily on Josh Allen because that's what happens to this team when you force it to be all on Josh Allen. Yeah, I just looked through it, and they're not as stout top to bottom, the whole roster, as I assumed they were at the beginning of the year. Again, it could be lingering injuries, not allowing you to play up to par, but the rest of the players on this team that aren't Allen, Diggs, or Von Miller don't have the best season so far. Correct.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah, but Josh Allen is all world. He is fantastic. He does keep that team afloat. But when you force him to do things outside of doing normal Josh Allen stuff, you see what happens. No, like hardly. That is correct. Yes. So I didn't put it in a perspective. I just always thought this year, with Josh Allen taking a step forward, with his security blanket of Stephon Diggs, with another year Diggs, the defense playing well last year, I mean, except for against the Chiefs, that they would take a step forward. But now this is the first time I put it into perspective by somebody who obviously knows more about football than me. It's like, hey, maybe they're not that good. And on further inspection, they're not. Sure. I mean, there's that too. Hey, your poor Chargers, that's just injuries. That's just injuries, and that's Justin Herbert not having opportunities. You got no one to throw to. You got to dump it off. 5-yard passes every play. He does every year in his defense. The Jaguars are 1-6 in one-score games. The Vikings are 6-1 in one-score games. That's how much parity there is in the NFL. These teams could be exactly flip-flopped this year. All Russell Wilson has needed to do is score more than 18 points in regulation, and the Broncos would have only had 2 losses this year. That's how bad Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense are playing. They have the best defense in the league this year. That's why those guys are so frustrated at him. They're like, we're playing our balls off every game to keep you in it, and you still choke every game. Correct. It's the best defense in the league this year. All they have to do, and I will say it again, score 18 or more points in regulation, and they would be 8-2. It's crazy. That's crazy. Broncos country. Let's ride. All right, more football talk when we get back. We got one more segment in the program. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Report is sponsored by Pfizer. When temperatures drop, COVID-19 cases may rise. So if you test positive and are at high risk, act fast. Even if your symptoms feel mild, ask your provider if an authorized oral treatment could be right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
And traffic right now, congestion westbound on I-40, starting at the interchange. That's going to last until Rio Grande. Southbound on I-25, we've got slowdowns Osuna to Montgomery. Congestion westbound Paseo right now, I-25, Coors, and southbound on Coors moving slow as you approach Montano.
Come to Dragon's Crystal Cave Indoor Holiday Carnival's Winter Wonderland. Open Wednesday through Sundays, 4 to 8 p.m. Enjoy lights, crafts, food, and fun. Tickets are $18. Kids 8 and under are free. Get tickets at holdmyticket.com/event/404521.
This report brought to you by Gateway Insurance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with the CBS Sports Minute. The Rose Bowl has now paved the way for the college football playoff to expand to 12 teams. But what will be the consequences for this expansion? Sure, the conferences, the schools, and television networks will cash in. But what will be lost? College football thrives for many reasons, but feeling like every game matters is a big one. The NCAA tournament is wonderful for college basketball, but it's reduced the sport to just 1 month. Will the same fate be waiting for football? I'm Maggie Gray.
This is Albuquerque's home for the Denver Broncos.
Throw backward, deflected, and intercepted. Capture 10 down the left sideline. This may be a
Auto parts are O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. As a police officer, I've seen it all. Some days, it feels like I'm stuck on repeat. Another day, another drunk driver. Sometimes the same guy, again and again and again. Until something changes, I'll be out here doing my job, getting them off the roads. If they won't stop, I won't stop. Because it's my job to help end DWI.
Message brought to you by NMDOT.
Stop it. Stop! I never want to see another turkey in my life. I mean, 4 days of turkey and turkey-infused leftovers? People were better than this. My wife's already out looking for holiday hams. I say enough. I'm going to call Cello Grill, and we're putting a stop to this madness right now. They have a menu full of healthy food that doesn't even rhyme with turkey. Gyros served on pita bread, topped with parsley, chopped shirazi, and tomatoes, with a side of pepperoncini and cucumber yogurt. Plus, every Wednesday, gyros are half off, and you don't need to take a nap after you eat it. When you buy a $25 gift card, you get an extra $5. And you can have Cello cater your holiday party this year. I promise you, that's what we're doing. Even better, Cello Grill's this week's sweet deal. Visit this station's website Friday at 9 a.m. Get a $50 gift certificate to Cello Grill for just $25. Cello Grill on Cutler off San Mateo, just north of I-40, or at CHELLOGrill.com. Go ahead, fly. Be free, my little feathered friend. Turkeys don't fly. I knew that.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. If the insurance companies treated you fair after you've been in an accident, we wouldn't be in business. We have teams of adjusters, investigators, and attorneys that are all working against you and want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When we call, the insurance companies listen. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't settle for less. Call Lerner Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Insurance Contract July 2014. The NFL is on the air tonight. And be back here tomorrow morning to Armchair Quarterback with us on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. And what a program it was, Robert. We had the funny, we had the heartwarming, we had the disgraceful, we had the curious, we had the provocative. You know what we didn't do? We didn't assign an I-9 varsity. But it's okay, because we'll do another one tomorrow. If your kid needs something to do, if your kid's bored, if your kid's interested in sports, if your kid's interested in something, hit up the lovely people at League Office 280. Your kids will be entertained in a safe environment. Check out League Office 280 at i9sports.com or hit them up on the phone line 505-312-4999. They're the best in the biz, and we're absolutely honored to have them as a partner and sponsor of the show. We only have like 3 minutes here anyways to do. That's not enough time for I-9 varsity. We'll hit on this more as, you know, more reports come out. Oh, speaking of reports, Antonio Brown standoff is either still on or it was never on, as conflicting reports are still coming out that Antonio Brown was not at his home, but the police did show up to the home on a megaphone telling him to come out, and there was a standoff. Maybe it was just the police. Don't you need another person to have a standoff? So I think maybe the police were just outside of his house on a megaphone, which is, that's funny. I mean, they didn't get any evidence at all that Antonio Brown wasn't in his house? There's like, he's probably here, right? Steve, get my megaphone. Antonio. Hey, Kanye's buddy, get out of here. Man, bad day for AB and Kanye. Goodness. Couldn't have had it worse. You're right. God, you're so right. I can't. New Breitbart commentator Kanye West. You think this is like in response to the Adidas thing pulling him? Adidas, a German company. He's like doing anything to get you back. And Adidas, their German company's like, not like that. Not like that. That's not how you get in the good graces of Germans. We don't do that here. Rough one. Dog noise rough. We were going to do a little Aaron Judge talk, how he's probably going to get the biggest contract for a position player in history. It looks like it's either the Giants or the Yankees, unless a mystery suitor pops up out of nowhere. Aaron Judge is either going back home to the Bay or he's going to stay in pinstripe for the rest of his career. Yankees give him a 8-year, $300 million offer. That comes out to $37.5 million per year, which would make him the highest paid position player. Only 2 pitchers make more than that a year. Good work. Good work if you can get it. I know, right? They just play with monopoly money out there. Do whatever they want. Get him too. I saw a report that the Dodgers only offered him like 7 years, $220 million. I say only in air quotes. But do you know what I just did? You know who I am? You know, like the jersey sales and merch sales and uptick in ticket sales you're going to have if you sign him. It pays for itself. Friend of the show, Chad, San Francisco said a few weeks ago that they won't be outbid for Judge. So I think Hal Steinbrenner said the exact same thing. So let's see some fireworks happen. Same. We're gonna follow this story as it keeps going along. But sorry to say it, Albuquerque, we got to get out of here. Ended out early today. Coming up next, Westwood One's coverage of Thursday night football. Hell of a program today. Shout out to John Lopez Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Legacy, New Mexico Pinon Coffee. Of course, the aforementioned I-9, the YMCA, 66 Diner, Howie's, Teller, and friend of the show, Kim Kirshen and Locker 505. Support everything they do in the community. Any shows coming up, Robert? Nice. Come back tomorrow. You got me and Robert. Full show. 3 hours of 2 men on coming at you. You be good out there, Albuquerque.
This message brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish. TJ Roger and fall fishing in New Mexico.